So, I found this really interesting program for a Raspberry Pi, which uses the data output pins, and it can transmit a signal all the way up to 1 gigahertz. It's called a RPITX. I'll try to download it afterwards, but all I've done here is stick a short length of wire, cut it for the 2-meter band, into the pin 4. Here's a demonstration beacon coming with the software. It's just some Civil War talk or whatever, but I've set it up for narrowband FM.
The world will little note, nor long remember what we say here.
I mean, it sounds good, it looks good, but I haven't done a range test yet, and I want to go outside with a little handheld receiver and just see how far I can transmit, and so I'll make a conservative guess of the output power of this thing.
But it can never forget what they did here, and dedicate the brave men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it. Men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it far above our core powers, altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot consecrate to that nation, or any nation so conceived and so dedicated, can long endure. Brave men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it far above our core.
850 meters, although a relatively short distance, is actually quite impressive for just a Raspberry Pi. I mean, there's no external amplifiers or anything really, just an antenna. And based on the range, which, may I add, is through trees and chain-link fences and multiple houses, it's probably transmitting maybe 5 or 10 effective milliwatts, which, if you were to put that into a more open space, or perhaps get the antenna a little bit higher, maybe add some antenna matching as well. I mean, it's just a piece of wire stuck onto the board. You could probably reach multiple kilometers completely unobstructed. If you want to install the software yourself, I'll include in the description a very nice and step-by-step, very detailed guide of how you can install this using the Linux command line, which you would have to for most Raspberry Pi programs anyways. It's completely plug and play. I mean, you install the software and it works. There's no modification to the board or anything you need to build. It's just as simple as sticking a piece of wire into a GPIO header 4, which I've demonstrated earlier.